Good evening, everybody. I'm sure if you haven't figured out 7x1 right now, you're wishing you had some help, maybe from the genie of the lamp. So, if you want to be a prince, or if you just want to finish assignment 7-1, I'm going to take you through that. The first thing you may notice is that I'm on a different computer. So everything's set up a little bit differently here, so I'm going to have some of the same growing pains that you will have in terms of finding where different toolbars are and stuff like that. So you'll notice that the first thing we need to do is we need to make a GeoDatabase. And the catalog is not over here. So a couple of you have asked about this in class. And you have a few different options here. So in Windows, you can see that catalog is an option, and we want to click on that. And now here's our catalog window right here, and we can do hide, or we can open it up again, we can pin it in, and it'll stay there. And it goes away when you click this close button instead of the little push pin thing here. That's probably what happened if you're missing yours. Alright, so folder connections here. Let's see what they have on this computer. So we want to connect to our GIS T1. Well, we might have to create a new folder connection here. So C as repress, JST1. We go to my assignments and chapter 7. Let me hit OK. Alright, so now in this folder, we want to create a new GeoDatabase. And so if you read the assignment here, it says create a file GeoDatabase and then create an address locator to use when geocoding. And so we're going to right click on here. We're going to hit new file GeoDatabase. Alright, we're going to call it something different here. So let's call this Bauer 7-1. Alright, so now in the GeoDatabase, so now you'll notice if we right click and hit new, we can do address locator. Alright, so locator style. So what do we want to do? So we want to choose 5-digit because we're going to match zip codes up here. So the map that we're going to create is going to be all the zip codes around Pittsburgh, and we're going to show how many people from each zip code attended this meeting. So if you were creating another one, if you were going to map addresses, say, then you would want to have one of these other address locator styles. So here we're going to do zip. So give us this warning. We're going to ignore this. This is just like when you did in your book. So reference data, we're going to go back into as repress data. And this is where in the instructions it says GIST1 / data / United States.gdb and then PA zip. Okay, and so now if we make this bigger, we can see that there's more stuff here. And we want to save this in the GeoDatabase. So put this in here. And the name. So let's call this, it says to call this HHW zip code, nope, just zip locator. Alright, hit enter. so now this is gonna, you'll see this is saying it's creating it, and so if we wait a minute, then it should pop up in our GeoDatabase. Alright, there we go. So now it says it's been created, so if we open up the GeoDatabase right here, we see, boom, there's the zip code locator right there. I'm sorry, the address locator that uses zip codes.